I think it's a pivotal turning point. This conference is going to be looked back on as a very important historical transformation event, because what we're seeing now is the whole economy of the world is slowing down. GDP is slowing down, productivity is slowing down, employment is rising, and the reason is we are now in the early sunset of a great energy era and an entire industrial civilization based on those energies. And that is, the communication, energy, and transport grid of the second industrial revolution is dying. Centralized telecommunication, fossil fuel nuclear power, and internal combustion transport. So what's happening here in Germany is the German government has recognized that it's important to begin a transition into a new energy era and a new configuration of communication, energy, and transport, a third industrial revolution. And I've been fortunate to work with the German leadership over these years. Today is really a coming out. It's a debut saying, okay, we said we are going to actually get out of the old energies and we're going to transform Germany into renewable energies. And now Germany is at the point where it can invite other countries that are in a similar path to join together, so it becomes a global energy transformation. So it's an important event today.
So you really think it can move something?
Oh, it's moving already. The point I made this morning is that what's happening here is that the communication internet, which we all use, is beginning to converge with this digitalized renewable energy internet in Germany and a digitalized, automated, and soon driverless transport logistics internet to create three internets to actually manage, power, and move economic activity in a new way in Germany. These three internets are the kernel for a new platform called the Internet of Things. So Germany is far ahead of other countries in introducing the Internet of Things platform, where you're embedding sensors in all of your devices and machines so that you can monitor data across Germany, and that data in real time is going back to these three internets that are emerging. So you have sensors in factories and smart homes and warehouses, and they're constantly sending data. So what this is allowing Germany to do, this energy transition, is that anyone in Germany, and this pretty soon everyone in the world that's connected to the Internet of Things, can go up there and have a transparent picture of all the economic data that they care about. So let's say you're a small business or a homeowner. Everyone has their own value chain where they're always marshaling economic resources and using them and recycling them. So it means that anyone in Germany in this Internet of Things third industrial revolution go up and take their swath of the value chain, watch the big data coming through, use analytics and algorithms to increase their efficiencies and reduce their marginal cost and be very competitive. The energy is key because the energy is heading to near zero marginal cost here. Germany is the first country that's moving to new energy, solar and wind, and they're free. Once you pay for the actual installation of the technology itself, right now 27% of the energy flowing across Germany, solar and wind, there's no bill. Once you pay for the fixed cost of the technology. The sun isn't sending a bill, the wind isn't sending a bill, the geothermal heat isn't sending a bill. Now imagine when Germany's 80% renewable energy powering all of its economic activity across that value chain. How do you compete if you're in the old fossil fuel nuclear infrastructure with nearly zero marginal cost energy for production, distribution, and consumption?
So what do you expect from Germany according to the next years, according to the future? What do you expect?
I think that the model here that's been presented needs to become the framework for how we address climate change. I agree with the Vice Chancellor that this is an economic model. It's going to engage every industry in the world to lay out the infrastructure for this Internet of Things third industrial revolution, this energy transition. You're going to have the telecom companies involved, the cable companies, the electricity transmission companies, ICT, electronics, construction, logistics, transport. They're all going to be engaged in a lot of employment. Millions of people can be put back to work for 40 years to lay out this infrastructure. But what's essential now is it's also the architecture for dealing with climate change, because it's the ultimate way to reduce our ecological footprint, get out of the old energies, create a more efficient way to organize society. So my sense is that this energy transition, this Internet of Things third industrial revolution in Germany, this is the actual plan to move us out of a climate-inducing industrial revolution, hopefully restore the planet in time to save our children and our fellow creatures. I don't know if there's no plan B. If it isn't this, we're stuck in the 20th century. That's not acceptable.